welcome back. It's been a while on the makes videos and not much has been made. The last one I put up was kind of all the Scotland sewing stuff. And as I've said before, I got back, we were engaged in Scotland, and then all the wedding planning stuff had to start going into gear, which is very time consuming, as anyone who's probably watching this has done. And a lot of things needed to be decided kind of quickly because the wedding is next June and there's a backlog of weddings for COVID, so I spent a lot of time doing that stuff. However, it was my birthday beginning of July and I wanted to make myself something to wear and then some gifts for my partner. So that's the bulk of what I've made. And for the first thing I made, actually, I have this lemon print fabric that I'm wearing that I got from Joanns last year. This is a double brush poly and it's a pretty good weight one. It stays pretty stable even though it's stretchy. And this is McCall's 8064. And I made View E, which is the short sleeve, slightly longer length dress. All the variations in this pattern are just sleeve length and or dress length. There isn't really any variation to the rest of it. And I chose the one that is a V-neck, which is only View B, but like obviously it's all interchangeable. I like V-necks the most. So this is an extra large. I would say it's a little bit big on top, but the belt helps it. And I'm going to show you right now the bigger view of this dress. So here's the dress. Now I've styled it with this black bow belt that I got from Target a long time ago because I feel like without it, I didn't really like the dress. I'll take it off. But it just, with this print and my skin tone, I felt like it needed something. So here's the dress with no belt. But yeah, I like it a lot better with this little bow belt from Target. I think it divides it up properly. Gives it a little accent too because the outlines of the lemons are actually in black. So it's a cute little accent. I think it looks much more put together. And then I usually wear black shoes with it. It wasn't my favorite dress when I made it. That's why I didn't wear it for my birthday. But I do like it a lot better now that I put the belt with it. And every time I wear it, I get a lot of compliments on it. But it is pretty simple for a knit dress. But it is fun with the summer for the lemon print and everything. And it was a quick sew together. Probably the most time consuming part would have been the V-neck, which is probably always the case. But otherwise, I didn't do any modifications to it really. And I had already traced this one out a while before. And this is the extra large on this dress. So when I was making this dress, I had extra fabric, and that sometimes happens when you can only buy things in 1 yard increments, like if you buy online for Joanns or fabric.com or something. And so my solution for double brush poly has been to make Walbrook boxer briefs for my partner. So this is one of the things that I made for his birthday, was just with this fabric, a matching pair of the Walbrook briefs. And I thought that was kind of fun. He likes them, and it's a relatively quick sew and an easy way to use up fabric scraps that are a little bit bigger. For his birthday, I also made him a belt, which I will show you footage of now because he wore it to work today as I'm filming, so I have to film that part later. And here's the belt that I made him for his birthday. So this color is like a dark reddish brown, and my partner had gotten boots recently, but he didn't have a matching belt to that, so I made this with a bridal leather belt like I had, and then it's just saddle stitched. And then I got this really nice buckle from Rocky Mountain Leather Supply. So this was his other birthday present that I made. I mean, it's a belt, right? But that's cool that I made another one. I'd made one from last year for his birthday as well. But this pretty belt came out really good, I think, and he's been wearing it a lot. And it matches the shoes perfectly, so it's nice to have a matching belt for your shoes. And then this was by request, not for his birthday, but my most recent summer project before I started the last dress, my engagement photos dress, possibly. I'll explain that in a minute. But he really liked last year in this thread crate box, which doesn't exist anymore. there was some linen given for the men's crate with the Wardrobe by Me men's summer pants, so reading it off the pattern there. And I made him a pair in black linen last year, and he really liked those. He still wears them all the time. And so I had gotten some teal, a linen rayon blend, and I kind of regret getting the rayon blend because it's a little bit lighter and stretchier. It kind of stretches out as you wear it. I have a pair that I made from the other women's box last year, same kind of issue. And it was just because this is the only kind of color like this I could find. And it wrinkles like crazy. Like linen wrinkles like crazy anyway, but this really wrinkles like crazy. And stabilizing it so that it doesn't stretch out on parts where it said to, I did. But I definitely think that it gets like the baggy butt thing going on. But they came out really good. And the only thing different from last year is that I did not put the tie in the front because my partner just found it annoying. He would tie them, but like it's got an elastic waistband, so then it was kind of like, what's the point? Sometimes these are a little bit annoying to sew because there's a lot of pieces, and my machine was fighting me on the waistband this time because some parts of it got thick. And also the pattern calls for 1.5 to 2 inch waistband elastic, and I don't know how anyone would ever get that to fit. I think I said the same thing last year, but if you ever make this pattern, be warned, you might need the smaller elastic because I could barely get the 1.5 inch in, like barely. And then here's the back with the pockets. Can you believe I actually like ironed this a little bit beforehand? And lots of fun techniques though that keep it sturdy. There's bar tacks and everything in here, but yeah. So I made him another pair of these linen shorts, and he really likes them. He's been wearing them. The last project that I've been working on, I'm going to show you some footage I've got before I actually like cut everything out, is that I'm getting engagement photos done Labor Day weekend, and I wanted to make a dress for that because I thought that I would sew my own wedding dress, maybe, and then I ended up finding one that was a sample, so I got a really great price, cheaper than I could make it, and it's exactly what I want. So I'd make all the other dresses, right? So when I tried to get the fabric, I originally wanted the two-tone raspberry chiffon from fabric.com, and then right after my birthday, it went out of stock, even though I ordered it, and I never got my order. Then it didn't come back into stock the day that it suggested that it would be back, so I had to substitute. And so I ended up going to Hobby Lobby, and that's all in the next footage. So this is the fabric that I ended up getting, and it's from Hobby Lobby. And I'm just saying, like, the price was amazing. They were having a 40% off sale. So this one is chiffon in the sangria color, and this was only $6 a yard before the sale. So it's $3 something each, and that's very cheap. I mean, chiffon tends to be kind of cheap, but then this shiny satin in the same matching color was also that same price, and it's really pretty. I love this color. It's kind of almost exactly what I had in mind for this dress. And then I also bought some matching tulle. This was even cheaper. It was $2 a yard before the sale, so 40% off of that. And I'm not sure if I'm going to use this in this dress because I'm doing the Cashmerette Upton version, but if I don't like it, I might make another one. And so I've got this tulle, or if I end up adding something to it, I've got this tulle. They also sold a matching ribbon to this that was not on sale, so I didn't pick it up right away, but I might put that in. I've also finished tracing the pattern, and the only things not the only things, but the things that I've changed are the bodice. I did a 1 inch small bust adjustment. It recommended 2 on the website, and I'm just playing roulette with it, hoping that it fits. Don't want it to be too small. It was kind of a weird thing. If I went down 1 inch on a measurement, it has me in a 16. And so we'll see. I'm going to test it before I actually finish it, and I can adjust it from there if I need to have enough extra fabric. And then on the bodice pieces, I also added 1 inch of length because I'm tall. And with Cashmerette, I always have to lengthen stuff. And I made sure that when I drape it from my shoulder, it's landing at my waist without the seam allowances, so that there's a 1 inch band, so that kind of hits in the right spot. And then I traced the V-neck Upton from the expansion with the princess seams, and then I traced actually the T-length skirt and the regular skirt from the original pattern. And my idea was I was going to do chiffon as the T-length because it's the gored one, and then the regular one for the satin, and they actually don't match up because of the goring. They do if you do T-length and maxi, those are the same, but the regular and the T-length do not match in the width. So if I did that and use those pattern pieces, then my chiffon would be too small compared to the satin underneath it. So instead, what I'm going to do possibly is either just make it all the same length, or and I could add like a ruffle if I wanted to the chiffon, or I might lengthen the original gored skirt pattern pieces just a little bit so that you just get to see the translucency of the chiffon. So we'll see how it turns out. But I did an 18 CD bodice, and then right from the waist I did a 6-inch grade from an 18 to a 22. And so hopefully that's enough to fit just right. But I've never made the Upton. I'm kind of gambling a little bit here by making an engagement photos dress, and it's something I haven't made before. I have a month though before the photos, as of today at least, and we'll see how it turns out. And I have backup dresses, or I'll make another dress if this one doesn't work. Like I was thinking of a velvet dress maybe, so we'll see. And here we are. Here is the finished Cashmerette Upton dress. First of all, I think it came out fabulously for all the things I did. So as a review, this is a 1-inch small bust adjustment on the size 18 CD. This is a lengthening of all of the princess bodice pieces by 1 inch. And I lengthened the chiffon portion by 2 inches beyond the pattern piece so that it would stick out down a little lower than the actual, because underneath is satin. So here's the satin part. And I think it came out really, really good for that. The things that I don't like, or I might not wear it. I don't know if I love it. I'll give a spin. I did the V-neck in the front and the V in the back. And the sleeves are what I don't like the most. I don't know. I've had polls of people that I know and say, should the sleeves be up a couple inches, ending there, or should I leave them as they are? And I've gotten very mixed results of both. So I don't know. I'm kind of feeling maybe the shorter sleeves so that I look a little less bridesmaidy. But the dress itself, I think, came out great. Like, this is a pretty great fit on a princess seamed bodice, especially one where I was doing adjustments to it. Also at my waist, it fits almost perfectly on my waist, and then I graded to a 22-inch or 22 size in the hip. And that's a pretty great fit. It falls just nicely. Let me give you a full view so you can see the bottom. So here's the full view of the dress. It's very swishy, flowy. It's kind of lightweight. It actually fits so well here on the princess seamed bodice that it's a little tight. Like, I don't know, sitting down might not be great. It's because it fits right there. When satin is baggy, you get like wrinkles and stuff, or it bags out and you can see it in the reflection. And I will say about sewing this up that Cashmerette gives really awesome directions for all the crazy options, because I had the Upton expansion to get this out of. They don't give instructions for doing a two-layered skirt or anything, but I just did that myself. And then, but like all the options, it's like a choose your own adventure book, and they wrote it out really well so that it's very clear how you should make it. I will say that every time I make a woven dress, I loathe the hand sewing part. I feel like it's my least favorite thing to do. It takes forever to finish a woven dress. And I had to hand sew the seams of the waist and all of the armholes. But it was my best ever put in invisible zippers. I'm pretty proud of that. And yeah, so I'll definitely wear it either way. I just don't know if this is my favoriteest thing I have for the engagement photos. Sorry if there's like a rumbling in the sound. We live near an Air Force base, and the entire time I've been trying to film, they just kind of randomly launch, and so there's like a rumble. It's really annoying. So I don't know, put in the comments, what do you think? Should I wear this for my engagement photos? What do you think of this? I haven't seen a lot of Upton dresses that look like this. They tend to have been more like quilting cotton type fabrics. Haven't seen chiffon and satin as much or as frequently. Also give you a close up the hem on the chiffon. I wasn't messing around, and it's all just rolled hem on the serger. Did that for the sleeves too. Any beneficial? No, that's how I'll do it, because even the satin wouldn't stay when I was trying to press up the hem, and it's a hot mess. No one should look closely, but no one can see it, so that's what was my philosophy. Just looks good otherwise. Thank you for watching, and I will hopefully see you with lots more projects soon now that some of the stuff that's been making me very busy gets out of the way. Plus I have some exciting stuff coming up, some very fun fall fabrics, and then I purchased a X-Tool M1 laser and blade cutting machine, so there might be some fun projects coming out with that. And I'll see you guys next time.